The human leg can generate an incredible amount of force, but harnessing that power into a focused strike requires absolute precision. In Taekwondo, that precision starts with the front kick, or Chagi. It is the first technique you learn, and it remains one of the most effective tools for both sparring and self-defense. To execute it correctly, we have to build the movement from the floor up. We will break it down into 4 distinct stages: setting your stance, lifting the chamber, positioning your foot, and delivering the snap. Before you throw a single strike, clear your training space. You also need to thoroughly stretch your hamstrings and inner thighs. Cold muscles restrict your range of motion and invite tears. Mastering these foundational steps right now ensures you avoid bad habits that lead to serious joint injuries. It also lays down the biomechanical blueprint you will need for every advanced technique in the sport. Step 1 is the fighting stance, known as Gyorugi Junbi. Place your feet about 2 shoulder widths apart and bend your knees slightly to drop your center of gravity. Turn your body slightly to the side. This presents a much smaller target to an opponent. Keep your hands up, protecting your chest and head. From this base, we move to step 2, the chamber. Shift your weight slightly to your front foot and lift your back knee straight up to waist level. To maintain your balance while standing on one leg, you need a micro adjustment. Point your standing foot slightly outward to widen your base of support. Take a look at this diagram. You can see the energy directed upward, with the knee locked at a strict 90-degree angle. Lifting the knee first is a primary rule of Taekwondo kicks. It hides the nature of your attack from your opponent and loads the kinetic chain for maximum power. The height and angle of this chamber dictate exactly where your foot will travel. A tight, balanced chamber turns a sloppy, telegraphed swing into a highly controlled, penetrating strike. While your leg is held tight in that chambered position, your foot must form the weapon. In this close-up, see the exact shape required. Toes pull aggressively toward the shin, exposing the apchuk, or ball of the foot. Failing to flex creates a point of failure. Striking with toe tips drives force back into small joints, risking severe fractures. Once properly formed, the ball of the foot becomes a dense, blunt instrument suited for striking rigid targets on the opponent's body, like the abdomen or the sternum. See the effectiveness of this surface here. The practitioner uses the exposed ball of the foot to cleanly shatter a solid wooden board. Your foot is a precision instrument. Forcing it into this exact shape is the difference between incapacitating your target and crippling yourself. Step 3 is the execution. From the chamber, drive your foot horizontally outward, directly toward your mid-level target. To maximize the speed of this extension, your leg muscles must remain relaxed as the foot travels through the air. You only tense your muscles at the exact fraction of a second you make impact. Watch this motion closely. The instant the strike connects, the leg immediately whips back to the chambered position. This rapid retraction is called the snap. Leaving your leg hanging in the air after a strike is a tactical error. An extended leg is an easy target for an opponent to grab, allowing them to throw you off balance or sweep your supporting leg. After that swift recoil, step 4 requires you to place your foot down firmly and smoothly re-establish your original fighting stance. This Olympic sparring image shows why retraction matters. Fighters deploy quick, targeted kicks against chest protectors and instantly pull back, scoring without getting trapped. The snap is the defining characteristic of the front kick. It turns what would otherwise be a slow, heavy push into a penetrating weapon that guarantees you can safely recover your footing. When you combine the stance, the high chamber, the precise foot shape, the strike, and the recoil, these individual mechanics merge into a single, fluid motion. You can verify your own technique using 3 physical cues. You should feel stable on your standing leg, you should feel no pain in your toes, and you should hear a sharp snap when hitting a target pad. A perfectly landed and recoiled kick preserves your forward momentum, naturally setting up a follow-up hand strike to the midsection. Achieving that level of fluidity requires mindful, continuous repetition. Mastering this single basic sequence establishes the core mechanics required for the entire Taekwondo arsenal.